Hello, everyone. Chris Forey here. Bruce Hall, John Wilbur. We're here for the Yankee Lanes doubles event. We're down to the final four. We have John Kirker bowling with Nick Marion. Kenny Hosek bowling with Chris Viali. Joe Scianna, Justin Kempf, the tournament leaders. And our defending champions, Quentin Collins and John Sellers. Sorry about that, Q.
Yes, and we were just having a debate that if
our defending champions win
Quentin
again, we're trying to figure out.
If they win again, yeah, we're trying to decide if they get to defend again next year.
I would think so. I think you defend until you're done.
We're still trying to find out.
We all think that,
but we have to read the rule.
We're not sure. We have to find the rule.
It's never happened, so we've never
Right.
gotten to this situation.
Right.
And a quick update on the women's queens. We found out that Valerie's up to second.
The U.S. Open.
I just said queens. Thank you, Tim. The women's U.S. Open, Valerie is up to second, and Nicole was in sixth. That was after 2 games of the 8 games of match play tonight for the ladies. We will try to keep you updated with that, or you can also watch extraframe.com or go to bowl.com and check out the standings.
So how about the bowling experience on lanes 9 and 10 between Chris Viali and John Kirker? How many years of bowling experience is that?
I'm going to go with infinity.
And beyond. While you guys are talking, I'm going to try and see if I can get an update on the ladies.
Well, I think we're starting. Justin Kempf started with an amazing smash 07 thing. Oh, here's the update.
All right,
the update just came flying in.
Okay. And also
Valerie Burser second. Nicole Trudell.
Still sixth. I think it's after 2 games still.
Still sixth.
55 out.
And 55, that's right.
Also, everybody that's watching us on live stream, please share the live stream feed. Let's try and get that number up. I know it's a Saturday, but let's get the numbers up.
Absolutely. So Joe Scianna's doing something interesting here. He was playing like 4th, 5th arrow earlier, and it looks like he's moved out to playing outside of.
He's not. He's lofting.
No, he's lofting.
Oh, no,
he's
I'm
playing
sorry.
the middle.
He's on lane 12.
Yeah, dude.
Perfect, even better. Well, he's still doing something different.
That's left of the ball return.
I only knew that because I looked up and saw Justin's name on the right lane.
I didn't even look. I just saw where he was lining up.
He looked like he lined up to play short.
He was literally lined up on about 10 board on lane 11.
Right. And then he walked around the ball return, threw it up just a little bit over the cap. It wasn't like it went over the cap. He laid it down basically on like 39 board, and he struck with that code red.
I'd say it was a code red.
I just didn't look at the score monitors.
Webb's looking for stuff, and I have it barricaded in by. I did not touch a tote bag.
Double tote, Bill?
Yeah, turn down your mic if you're going to. No, sorry.
All right, we have a little update. Thank you there, Tournament Director Danny K. You must be hungry by now.
Yeah. Kenny Hosek from Farmingdale, New York with titles.
Farmingdale.
Viali, of course, from Westfield with 2 titles. Kirker with 4 titles, with Nick Marion, who has not won. Justin Kempf has not won. Scianna has 2 titles. And Quentin and Sellers each have 1 title, and that was the title they won last year.
Danny K didn't know what you said to him.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's gone.
It's not a big deal. I feel bad. I mean, they worked their butts off today, and I'm sure he's really hungry. It's nonstop when you just go from qualifying, and right to it. So again, we want to thank Jeff Barden and sponsors here at Yankee Lanes.
Jeff adding $1,000 to this event and $1,000 to the singles tomorrow. And incredibly fun weekend up here. We had our golf event yesterday. and there were 7 teams that participated in that, including Bialy and company. And my son actually played in that, Andrew. And after this, there's the code red deep. And tonight, of course, we have the dinner and poker at the Elks Lodge tonight, which is fun.
Oh, a cherry vibe. Tim Gillick here, our producer.
Tim, correcting us on the code red. There's been so many of those code reds out. We expected it was that, but it looks like.
Oh, Bruce, you're such a company guy.
I guess I am. Storm guy. Oh, wait, what shirt am I wearing? Wait. Oh, wait.
Hey, he said
Storm.
it. I was thinking it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, actually, Andrew shot 299 this morning with a blue vibe.
Yes, I remember punching that thing up.
You punched it for him, and he just had the lane. And then, of course, we hit the exact same pair, and it wouldn't wrinkle down lane. So it goes to show how the shot changed as the reel.
It changed fast too.
Yeah.
And I just
Chris
got an
Vialli's opening up the lane now too.
and I have just got an update that they are allowed to, if they win, and I don't want to jinx them, but if they do win, they can defend again.
Excellent.
Well, that's the way it should be, really.
I think you should be able to defend until you lose.
Absolutely.
Justin Camp flagged a single pin in the first, then doubles. Skiena doubling.
Let's
for 3 now.
What do you think the number is going to be? Let's just throw this out there. We're 3 frames in. Just come up with a number.
450.
That's funny. I was going to just say that. So I'll go 451. I'll do the Price is Right deal.
I'm going to say 463.
Wow.
It's even higher than us.
He's thinking higher.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to be like Bruce said, 450 was my number in my head when I asked that question. So Tim Gillick, our producer,
weighing in at 438. He's taking the under.
He needs to stop eating ziti. I might not want to read what it says next.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think the lanes are starting to get to where some of these guys really like to open up the lane. I think they're going to bomb them.
Yeah.
Or a couple of the guys anyway.
Yeah. Nick's about the only guy. Nick is the only one that really doesn't do that. But he's actually
He's pretty deep for him.
He's still too close to the track now.
Yeah.
So you got
he's
where
really
the other
catching that wet dry.
The other guys are left of the burn area in the front.
Here goes Skiana again, standing on like 10 on lane 11.
It's a family show, guys. Tim just drew a
fist. It was something else.
It was well drawn, actually. I must say, we knew immediately what it was.
It's like a Family Guy drawing or something.
It was nice. You could see the knuckles on the finger and everything that was sticking out.
And a watch. I think it had a watch with it too.
It was a nice watch.
The whole thing, yeah, really well drawn.
Movado maybe or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
No, not too upscale, but just right.
Nice looking watch.
Gosh.
Skiana just cut that one off a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is pretty easy to do, lofting over to gutter.
Oh, John, that's up the lane. Push.
Wow. Gets him.
Push. That dead low flare.
Right. So I was just about to say they're the only team under, and now they're plus. So every team is plus now.
I do want to give a shout out to also, I know Bialy's bowling, but Cambridge Credit Counseling is your destination for debt relief services. Visit cambridgecredit.org to learn more about how they can help you with credit card debt, student loan repayment options, and mortgage relief services. So thank you very much to Chris Vialy and Cambridge Credit for sponsoring NEBA. 4 pin as I just talked about him.
So we had 71 entries here, all full except for one team that didn't show up this morning. And if we find out who they are, we will publicly shame them on the on
I
the
can
live
find
stream.
out.
We can probably find that out pretty easily.
We may need to do that. And the cut this morning was 138 over.
Sorry.
But a 4 pin for Camp.
I cut loose pretty hard.
139 was the cut this morning. And that was Danny Koo and Todd Lathrop were that number. And the cut in the afternoon was 75 over, and that would be Andrew Hall shooting 262, carrying the old man up to the number. We were 25 over going in, and Andrew, I rode him to the finals.
And the other thing is we different than most NEBAs, we actually stripped and re-oiled for the second squad. So It's not like the number dropped because of the burn. Oh, John Sellers with the caving him in.
Well, I think the number dropped because I think the house memory went away.
I think that
and
too.
You saw a little bit more early hook and less back end even than there was in the morning. And they just got very squirrely.
And the other thing I think of Viley came over and we were talking about it, and he thinks that everybody got in faster in practice today in the afternoon. So he thinks that everybody got into the middle of the lane faster, which I agree with him because in the morning when you threw a shot to the right, your ball was so tight. I think everybody stayed to the right in the morning, and I think then when everybody came in to bowl the afternoon, they see everybody's playing in the middle.
They watched everybody the middle, right?
They think
You're
that's
probably right about that.
Because all of a sudden the middle of the lane just went. I mean, in practice, you and I were on the same pair. They were pretty good. I was like, oh, I got the same look as I had, and within like 4 frames, my ball would not turn over.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So I think Chris made a good point there when he said everybody was left too fast. And I agree with him. I think that has something to do with it.
There's Skiana lining up on lane 9 to play lane 11. So let's see how he does here. Offs the cap, 5th arrow. How about a trip 4 coming back at you?
Ball was much cleaner off his hand on that shot.
That lane's starting to go though. I mean, his Justin's ball really checked up fast, and his just went. And we still have we're only on a 2-game update, but if anybody has Extra Frame and you're not looking, we want you to watch us, but also sign on to Extra Frame because Nicole Trudell is on the featured pairs. And maybe Valerie will be coming up next. They're just finishing up. So you get a little two-way action going here.
Kenny Hosak just flagged that 10-pin to put Viali and company at the +5 range.
John Sellers.
Great shot,
Sellers. John Sellers.
Quentin taking no prisoners this game. First
they're really playing this pattern the right way.
Quentin got a lot of hand, I'll say that. He just gives that flick. Viali
with a hit.
And Viali can just flat out bowl.
Yeah. Don't ask him what he's doing. I'll tell you his fingers are going to the ceiling.
Exactly.
This Punta Cana answer one time to Ed Roberts. I'm like, what are you doing? Fingers to the ceiling. Ed's like, what? Justin?
Flat 10 for Quentin on that shot. Didn't really get that to the dry part of the lane as early as he did on the other shots.
Okay. Trip 4 for Kirker.
Another one of those senior love taps. I've been using that for a footrest.
Oh, do you want it? It's really shit. Yeah, tomorrow maybe.
That's fine.
Okay, I don't think they heard you.
Oh, Hostek whiffing a head pin.
Kenny Hosek just flagged a 7-pin too, struggling there. And what was it, a flat 10 for Quentin?
It actually makes you chuckle if you say flat 10 and how Quentin's ball goes down the lane.
I know. it's not exactly flat.
And we have Sciano on the other side. I think he moved about 5 left too.
It does look like he moved.
He was against the ball return before, right?
Yeah.
The loft.
Whoa. Office, that ain't getting done.
No.
Do you remember the? You might be too young for this, but Bo Burton used to go the loft, the lift, the execution.
Yes. I watch old videos on that.
We have the possibility of a tie.
First shot of the.
He loved ties. He just lived for a tie.
Is there one frame in? They both got a strike.
They both go 9 spare. We have the possibility of a tie.
They both go off the sheet. And there's a tie.
You know the funny thing is, like when I was a kid and you listened to him, I didn't really appreciate it. And now that you,
I love.
And now we watch.
I thought he was
back
great.
up a lot. Wow,
really.
that's costly. He threw away 4 pins there. That's 4. Besides missing, it's 4 pins.
You know, listed 7. Was that wrong? Is that supposed to be 6?
No, he had a 2-4-10.
Yeah, he had the 2.
Oh, okay. The 8 went
fell
out.
late.
Yeah. But when I was a kid, I didn't really appreciate Bo Burton, and now like we watch like old shows, and it's like, wow, the guy.
Yeah.
I just think you obviously see the same person all the time on or listen to him. So next year we have to rotate out our lineup here.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to get Bo up here. I know where he lives. He lives in
down Florida,
right next to my dad in the Stewart area.
I'm trying to get an update here, but I think they're still bowling. Sorry about that. Oh, we have a 3-game update from the ladies. Let's see what we got going on here. Valerie is a tie for second. Nicole Trudell still in 6th, and she has 22 off the show. So we have 1 on the show and
Slowly
22
creeping
off.
up into it.
5 games to go.
Oh, wow. She was 150 back, right?
She was 100
as of the block this morning.
She was 100 out at the end of this block, going into this block. She was 200 out to start the day.
Kirker rolling a 2-pin forward for his
Again?
5th
How about
row.
How
Senior
about the trip
moment.
trip 4 and backs it up with the trip 2-pin?
It's a new definition of senior moment.
Oh,
Sellers,
John.
can you get the 9? No.
You know, and I happen to have extra frame in front of me just so we can see what's going on. They have Chris Barnes in the booth. I think we're doing a lot better.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
I couldn't agree more.
We have as many titles as him.
Which one of them owns Buddy's Pro Shop? That's my question between the two of you.
Speaking of sponsors, better
Well done, Bruce. Well done.
Setup. That was a setup there.
and John Kirker, Better Bowling Concepts is owned by NEBA members, conveniently located inside Norwich Bowling and Entertainment Center. They specialize in customer service and providing their customers the best ball motion possible. That's Better Bowling Concepts. John Kirker, Bill Daly, I think Ray Lothrop, right?
I don't think Ray's there anymore. Pete Marion is there.
Pete, I'm sorry. So you might have to help me out with that. I know the 2 guys. So we want to thank them for their support of NEBA. Nice shot by Nick, Pete's son.
Pete's son.
Also, the golf event was hosted by Ace Mitchell this weekend, and we want to thank Vinny Grazan. Vinny was here for the first squad, then checked out. He had trade shows going on. They were at Turning Stone this week. They had one in Jersey on Tuesday. I think it might be at Lodi or something. I'm not exactly sure where.
I believe so, yeah.
I think it's Lodi, right?
I think that's right.
Ace Mitchell Bowlers Mart is the largest bowling distributor in the world. So thank you, Jeff Mraz and Vinny Grazan, for your support of NEBA. We greatly appreciate it.
Vinny does a lot of traveling.
Yeah, he was all over this week.
Yes, he was.
He said he hasn't seen his wife and kids in a week, so.
So let's do the mid-game update here. The Skiana team is -1. John Sellers and Quentin are +36. Bayali and company, Bayali and Kenny are +16. And the Kirker team is +26. So right now it would be Kirker and John Sellers would be advancing. And John gets the mixer. So you look at 36 over for the Collins team.
And not to, if anybody really is into extra frame or wants to watch bowling, we have Trudell and Bercier both on the live stream pairs.
Oh, wow.
So you can watch them both. They're not bowling each other, but they are bowling on the live stream extra frame pair. So get 2 computers going or double screen it.
Absolutely. 2 phones.
Everybody's got multiple devices. I got 2 phones right here.
Yep.
So
Let's get them going.
Go.
John Kirker just
Right in
split
your-
on lane 9 on a 5-bagger.
That didn't help.
I think our 450 number might be dropping.
It might be
Oh,
rapidly.
Oh, thought he had it. Tim's number is coming into play. Oh, Quentin, what the?
It's a mixer. Taking no prisoners, these guys. Definitely out revving everybody else in the building.
Yeah, I was going to say,
by quite a
they look like the team to beat right now.
I think every team looks pretty good, and then all of a sudden you get that frame where your ball just takes off, and you're not you think you're lined in, and the ball just
much.
it picks up
all day.
like a 6 inches sooner, and next thing
Yeah.
you got big 4 showing, and then now you're back to the giving back to the field. That's why that 450 number sounds great, but then all of a sudden it can just greatly drop off. Also, quickly, while Hall of Fame Silver Lanes, that's where we're heading next, August 26th and 27th. So thank you, Tony Renaud, for being a great sponsor of NEBA. again, we will be running NEBA there in conjunction with our Hall of Fame weekend.
You need your tickets to the Hall of Fame dinner.
You have until the 16th to purchase them. You can go right to the bowlneba.com site, or you can go to buddiesproshop.com.
Can't buy it, no buying at the door. Is
No
that
buying
right?
at the door. We have to have a number to them on the 16th.
Okay.
17th, we have to know what our count is. I'm going to guess we're going to be in the 150, 200 range. I went to see the gallery yesterday just so I could get a feel for the place. Took some pictures, did a little video. So we're going to have some meetings here to talk about how we're going to set up and what the plans are. But again, NEBA will be at Hall of Fame Silver Lane's senior event at 10 a.m. Oh, the double bounce.
Bouncer. Man, how about dead flush?
Dead flush.
Skiana, big shot.
So we'll have our
They needed
seniors
that.
at 10 a.m. and then a 1 o'clock squad, which is our usually 6 o'clock squad for the $55 event. Will be at 1 o'clock, so everybody can get out of the building and get freshened up and get to the event for 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock starts the event.
Yeah, we actually debated whether or not we wanted to move that 1 o'clock squad up and have it possibly overlap with the singles. And we said, sure, let's do it because we want to get it done.
Okay, I haven't heard a
So
change of that
it's,
yet.
No,
They haven't
no
told-
we haven't. No, we talked about it at the board meeting and decided to go
Oh, the
ahead
one.
and run the 1 o'clock
Oh, I
squad,
thought you meant we
so-
were going before 1 o'clock. I'm sorry.
No, it
Yeah.
was going to be 2, I think.
It was. We originally said
Then
2
we
at
moved it
Chicopee.
up. Yep, we moved it up to 1. So there might be some overlap to the finalists and the seniors, but I don't think they'll worry too much if they can't make the 1 o'clock squad.
Yeah,
So
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
So exciting there.
One of those guys will be me, by the way. Great shot by Justin. 4 in a row by Camp. This team coming back now.
Yeah, they're making a little run at it now.
We got a pretty tight thing here.
We do.
I think our 450 is still in the wood.
My 463
go
isn't
ahead.
looking so good.
I'm going to go ahead and
Okay,
give it to
I'm gonna say your
Quentin and John.
463 is out
Yeah,
of
I'm
wood.
out.
Kirker with a trip. I see a 4-pin laying on the deck there.
Quentin and Sellers now at 36 over. This would put him at 46 over.
John, that's picking up.
And give it to him, dead flush. 46
I love when
over
John
for
gets
that
excited.
team.
We bowl league, he doesn't get too excited.
I was going to say, that's about the most pumped up I've ever seen him.
I like that. We all bowl league together. So one of our guys, one of our video guys, fun to see him get into it.
Of course, Cal, our executive producer, is over where?
Sweden.
His brother in
Sweden,
Sweden.
I believe it's Sweden. I could be wrong. Tim said Denmark.
Denmark.
Either way, he's in one of those Scandinavian.
Scandinavian countries.
Nick,
Yeah, I
Nick
saw his
Marion with a big triple.
Big shot
Yeah.
from Marion.
Oh, Q with it. Oh, he got a handful.
Q doesn't.
Wow.
Bang.
Wow.
Bango.
You see it pushing. It's like he got a little bit inside, and you're thinking that might be a 10-pin, and he's just dead left.
Just getting a mitt full of that.
That's fun to watch.
So that'll put him at 56, right? 50, 17
We have a
plus 29 is 46.
There's no team out of it. That's pretty good.
Skiana threw that really
Great
good.
shot
He
by
posted that a lot
Yeah,
better.
he did.
Yeah.
Come on, Trudell, 3 in a row here. Unfortunately, our opponent has the front 5, but that's okay.
Boy, high scores down there at the U.S. Open, huh?
They they allowed them to
What a-
play to the right. They allowed them to start right.
Yeah.
They gave them the right, which and they gradually had to creep in. So they did an interesting thing here. The last block of the top 24 is on a burn. So it's not like the old PBA days where
Really?
you're stripping oil for every round
Wow.
of 8.
Huh.
Last night was a burn. Today was fresh, and tonight was burn.
Well, that's how they ran the qualifier.
Yep, which
Yeah.
I think is pretty cool. I like that because
Now, you only have 2 bowlers on a lane, so it's not exactly extremely burnt. It's, you know,
Nicole
it's-
was at about 5th arrow. She was right there
Was
where
she?
Camp was
Really?
last night. And she was a
Oh.
little too deep. We had a
How about
conversation about that, but
But a very bizarre
oh, she struck again.
4-9 for Camp. It could have been a 4-6 or a Greek church.
That brings them back to the field. I'm telling you what, we're
This
down
is
to a,
coming
we're down to a
down to it.
9/10 finish
Yeah,
here.
this is going to be close with all 4 teams possibly.
No one out of it, as you said, John.
Wiley winding up on it.
Turn it up. Great
Oh, look at the
shot.
Stone 8 just good. Trying to carry his anchor guy home.
That puts them in the 26 over range. Big shot by
Jonathan
John.
Sellers is throwing it real good.
They're in the 50s now. 27 and 29. That's going to put them in the 56 plus 56 range.
Well, that's near that number we were saying. Oh, Nick got a little wide. Get up the hill.
Got away with that.
Got away with that. And Camp, another one, throwing pins away. 2 pins there, lost. I know they're trying to cover pins, but everything seems to count right now. That's going to be pretty good. Wow. Wow.
Quentin just reefing on it.
That's going
Ho-ho-hum.
That's going to bring that team, the Skiana team, back to just about even, and that's not going to get it done.
Oh,
what a
my.
shot by Kenny. It goes right
tee.
through the beak.
And he knocked the monitors out.
Messenger comes over.
I asked for one set of TVs to get turned off, and unfortunately,
Oh, they turned off the wrong ones.
I was trying to get the baseball game off so we're not seeing that on the live feed here.
Well,
that
we
was
could
your
see
fault?
the live feed. We could watch the U.S. Open, and we can watch our own bowling. That's 3 sources of entertainment. What are you doing, boss?
Skiana with 4 in a row.
Big shot for Skiana, but Camp's going to have to get it done here.
Oh, boy. That just didn't happen. Could you do it?
So there's a break in the action on 9 and 10 as we had the monitors go out inadvertently. And now they're coming
All right,
back
we're
on.
back.
Here we
She's
go.
got
All right, let's let.
No scores were lost. We
Oh,
just
Jesus.
lost the-
Oh,
oh, boy. Flory attempting to direct.
All I wanted was the
Causing
baseball
chaos.
game off,
You
so it
said
wasn't on the
causing
live stream.
chaos.
You said everything went smooth when you directed.
All I wanted was the center TV off, so the baseball game wasn't on.
Boy. They're-
Okay, we're
these-
good to
These
go.
type A personalities, they just want to
I just want things perfect.
Just wants it the way he wants it. Now everybody's going to complain we turned off the baseball games. They were watching the baseball game, and then they were watching the U.S. Open on extra frame, and they're watching us.
They had
We
a
got
3-way. Oh,
sources
boy,
of
get up the hill.
entertainment.
I feel bad if John didn't strike because John was on the approach and she's walking up there turning
Oh,
the
yeah,
TVs
he
off.
already had to step back once, so she was.
Yeah,
fooling
I was
around
like,
with
oh
the
God,
TV,
please
so.
strike.
Camp goes high for a 9-pin, makes it. He can go 212.
212, 41.
Well,
So you have
plus
53.
They're plus 13.
Well, they can go 53 though on the out.
It's still anyone's ball game
Right.
here.
I'm gonna say
Jonathan and Quentin are in
I'm gonna say
real
they're
good
in.
shape. Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan and Quinton are what? They're in the 70s now? 210,
Maybe.
37, and
Matt,
250, 80. They're in the 90s.
Riley on the bounce.
Riley
Big
with a
hit for
triple.
Bialy.
Love his intensity.
Oh yeah.
That's going to put him in the 240s. One more for the
Oh.
250s.
I think they took us off the women's stream because I think Daria Pajak shot 300. It's like,
Oh, that's all?
yeah, that's it. And she's only shot a couple this week.
Boy, what a release she has.
Oh,
I saw her game and just
Her and
so
Verity,
pure at the bottom.
those two girls.
Yeah. Daria was at the World Series of Bowling this year when I was out there last year, I should say. Now.
Really?
And just, I don't think she made any of the cuts, but she just unbelievable
She
how good
pures
the,
it
the
at the
ball
bottom.
gets
I
off her hand.
can't believe the rev she generates just effortlessly.
The girls of today's bowling, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the women that bowled in the 80s on tour. You know, when I was a kid watching, night and day.
Well, I think they're all perfectly coached, and women, unlike men, actually listen.
Nicole's.
They
I was
look-
jokingly saying
they look-
Nicole. I
You
was
have a
clean at the
point.
line.
You have
I
a
always
point.
jokingly say that Nicole's the best student I've ever had because she doesn't question what I have to say. Even today,
See?
she called me before she went to bowl, and I'm like, do this, and she's like,
Even though arguably she should. But she doesn't. She listens, and they do it, which is why they have beautiful line positions, great balance, great focus and intensity, because they do all the things that we say you should do.
yep. No, I mean,
Exactly.
she practices hard. As I know, obviously watching Valerie, same thing. Valerie got great form. Obviously, being on Team Canada is helpful. Oh, but that's gonna put. They're still gonna be
they're
fine.
all right.
So they're going to be in the
He's got 40 something. They're going to be 93
they're
over.
Be 90s.
They're 93 right now.
So Viali and Kenny are now 58 plus minus
76.
2. They're 56.
Yeah.
Right
76
now.
max.
Kirker with a double and a
76
10.
max.
Look at the old guy.
How about the two?
Look at the old guy.
How about the two veterans on 9 and 10?
Kirker's going to go 240 plus 220. That's going to put them in the 70s. So who had the highest guess? I think that might have been you, John.
463.
I think you're going to be low. I think it's going to be in the 70s.
It might be.
Everybody coming through in the 10th here.
9th and 10th, like we said, it was going to come down to the end.
10 to 40. Skiana can go 241. That'll put that team at 51 over, and that's not going to make it. We don't think.
Viali can get to 76 here. Oh, sorry, 66. 80? No, sorry, 76.
52 teen, get him to 76. Yep.
So they're done. Skiana's
44.
out.
Right.
Kirker.
And great shot by John for
243.
So we got-
finish for 243 for John.
So we know one team that's in is 505.
There's 505. Marion now at a 2-teen pace. That puts them at 59. And Kenny, huge shot here for Kenny. Through the beak, 7.
That drops him into the.
That's going to put him 95. The
53.
best they can do is 53.
Nick
which
needs the
means
first one.
It's in Nick Marion's hands right now.
Pretty much a mark.
A mark will put him in the 2-teen.
That'd still be close.
41-51. If Kenny
Good count here.
spares and strikes, he'll still be ahead of the Skiana team. But it is all in Nick Marion's hands right now. Big shot.
Good shot.
Oh, ring 10. And give Kenny the spare. Puts him at 95. He's at 53 compared to Skiana. We can get this one. It's going to put him at 51, which means Kenny's going to need 9 to beat them. Marion.
They got 56. Marion's got 56 with a whiff.
Yep.
So it's over. They're in. Whether he
is
misses
over.
or not.
And he makes it anyway, so the Marion
It didn't
team-
matter.
So it's going to be Kirker and Marion, the old guys, against
Old
the
and kid.
defending championships. Or one old guy against the defending champions, Quentin and John. Should be a great final match coming
And a
up.
Women's U.S. Open update. We had Nicole Trudell throw the back 10 for 277.
Stop it.
And
Nicole.
to beat her opponent, who can only shoot 260.
Oh my God. Nicole. Smoke him.
Yeah, 277. And
On
then
TV.
Valerie needs to go sheet for 223. And so Valerie's going to need to go sheet to have a chance to win.
Wow.
So that should catapult
Nicole into the top five.
Should have put her into it with
She was only
100,
20
with
out.
100 over.
Yeah, she was only 20 out.
Right.
So
Exciting. I just got goosebumps thinking of this.
that's amazing.
It's pretty cool. 2 women from New England out there.
4 games to go, though, so
Competing
we
for the
can't.
show,
Let's
that's
not
right.
get too excited,
Long
but
ways to
4 to
go.
go.
So I think we're ready to sign off here. We'll have the final match with Quentin and Sellers against Kirker and Marion coming up next. Thanks, guys.
You bet.